Alright, welcome back to Metal Heroes Review, episode number 145. We're here to discuss episodes 11 and 12 for the series. 11, oh my god, this episode was so freaking good. I love episode 11. 12 is interesting. It's more like a follow-up to episode 5. That's really what it is. It's just... Well, I'll get to 12. So let's talk about 11. So, pretty much with this particular one, we basically have... well... It's the whole thing with 11, it's a heavy focus on Sarah and Steg. Like, the entire episode. Like, yeah, we already know if Steg is an alien. We know that since, like, episode 3. It was revealed in episode 3, he is an alien because his blood is green, not red. So, and the whole thing is, like, Sarah's, like, remembers him for, basically, like, where she's remembering, I think it was where she was in the past. She was using her Beretta when she was part of the LAPD. So, and then of course, basically a terrorist from her past comes back, and turns out not only does he know Sarah, he does know Steg, because in fact this is a member of the space mafia possessing a body of a cyborg. Yes, a frickin' cyborg. And of course, Sarah and Steg on the run, and of course, basically, they're running out of ammo, and they're trying their best. At one point, we even see Steg's alien gun. I think this is the first time I can think we've actually seen the show itself. At one point, they try to combine the gun, and of course, Show and CG basically is like making new weapons for them. Eventually, of course, they also make updated armor for the Air 2. And eventually they do, in fact, find them. And, of course, when he's like, oh, yeah. And it's revealed, not only this particular alien is responsible for killing Sarah's mentor, this guy killed Space SWAT. This one alien killed the entire Space SWAT with the exception of Steg. I'm like, wow, that's interesting. And I actually saw this clip before. Like, this scene in, I think it was a presentation that Kaiji no Kami did, for when he talked about his presentation about Metal Heroes, and he actually showed this particular scene. I didn't know where this was from. I knew this was coming, but I did not suspect this happened episode 811. And eventually, thanks to their new, updated weapons they made, they eventually do destroy the alien and the cyborg body. I'm like, and it's what weakness actually was his belly. Okay, and they do in fact destroy it, and that's that. I would say the first 11 episodes of the episodes watched so far, I mean, prior to watching the episode 12, 11 is by far the best episode of the whole series. It's got good writing, good action, lots of good suspense. Everything on the episode was really top notch. It felt as though that they actually put a lot of effort in this one. I don't know if they put a lot of money into the episode, but they did put a lot of time in it. Oh yeah, definitely. Time and resources, definitely. So 12 basically is, like I mentioned, follow-up episode 5. I mentioned about following a drug from which crawl over Europe over the course of a month, which was really quick. And of course also, like, Show runs into his old rival, which he last saw back in episode 5. This is actually a one-off return for the character. And by the end of the episode, he dies, saving him after finding out, oh, Show was back alive. Now, he didn't know Show was alive. He thought Show was dead, like the rest of the world, because they had to think he was dead because of the whole alien stuff. So, of course, Show once again has posed as the clumsy guy who was part of the science sports team from episode 5. And it's like this is a lot of fun from that. And sadly, by the end, he ends up sacrificing himself in order to save Show. And he's by far the first person who's not who actually knew CG, who knew Show from the past. So the first one from Show's past found he is back alive, and then he dies. I got that basically the actor himself did a great job. The one who played Toby, he did a great job with the character. Throughout his 2 appearances, and I didn't think 12 was bad per se, just wasn't as good as 11. That's all I could take it per se. Yes. I thought I'd have time to do one more, but I had to be at church in an hour. So I probably will, in fact, continue this up a little more. And then, also I found out, I know that Jujutsu Kaisen next episode came out today, but of course I also found out today that apparently the first episode of the core for Dr. Stone Core 3 came out today, so I'm going to take a look at that too. Probably take a look at it later. Yeah. Now, I did ask Kaiser Khan about this, if he's planning to, because he has not reviewed this one yet. According to him, he is not planning to review it just yet because he is waiting for Discotek to release a official release this one. But as far as I can tell for the releases, they have no plans to release any Metal Heroes at this point. The last one they released was X-Draft, which I have. I'm not going to watch it just yet. I'm watching after to get done this one and do like 2 other ones I'll watch. But not the last 2 that came after this one, just the last 2, so. But yeah, overall, like, good. I would say I love, like I said, I love 11. 12 is okay. It's okay. Yep. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe to notifications. Next up, well, I am going to go Jujutsu Kaisen next. Okay, next video. Bye.